Hillary Clinton still making excuses for her 2016 election loss. Look at the list compiled by Daily Mail. But our next guest says she has no one to blame but herself. Radio talk show host and author of What Really Happened, How Donald J. Trump Saved America from Hillary Clinton, Howie Carr, and joins us now. Hey, Howie, good to see you.
Good to see you, Ainsley. You know, she has made all these excuses. When I finished my book in late December, I had 29 listed. Now, as you say, the Daily Mail has it up to 41. And she didn't get the old Hollywood memo from a big producer. Self-pity is not good box office. You know, ultimately, she was responsible for what happened. And these lists of excuses that she's got. I mean, it's not just Donald Trump and Breitbart and Steve Bannon and the deplorables. She's expanded the list as time has gone on. It now includes Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, the Bernie Bros, Jill Stein. Believe it or not, she blames the New York Times because they overplayed the email server. She blames James Comey, even though he exonerated her in the email server scandal before he interviewed the witnesses. She just can't take responsibility for her own actions. And I think the Democrats running this fall should be asked, do you agree with Hillary Clinton that people who voted for Donald Trump are backwards? That's the word she used in India the other day, backwards. Do you agree that white women were coerced into voting for Donald Trump by their bosses and their sons? Can you imagine that, Ainsley, saying white women were forced to vote for Donald Trump by their sons? I mean, do you know any white women like that? I don't.
I can't believe she said it. I can't. And even Democrats are saying they can't believe she said that either. Let's go into this next topic. Cherokee genealogist was on with Tucker last night, and he was asking her, the purpose of her being on was about Elizabeth Warren's story of her parents' elopement, and her grandparents weren't in favor of the wedding because her mother was Cherokee Indian. Listen to this on Tucker last night.
She has no indication of Indian ancestry anywhere in her lineage. Elizabeth Warren's father, he had at least one brother and one sister who also just went and had small weddings the same way. I just think it's the way their family did things at the time. I don't think it was an elopement.
What are your thoughts, Howie?
Her grandfather, who she's thrown under the bus, apparently had a very close friend who was a Cherokee. He used to play golf with him. He invited him to his 25th wedding anniversary. I mean, what kind of person throws their paternal grandfather under the bus? It's not a positive sign of character, I don't think, on her part. But she's desperate. She can't talk about the DNA tests anymore because that would prove or disprove her ancestry one way or another. So she's retreating into these dim myths of the past. But unfortunately for her, there's this Twyla Barnes out there, this Cherokee genealogist who's going back and reading over these papers.
All right. Thank you so much for being on with us, Howie. And congratulations on the new book.
Appreciate it.